What's going on, guys? Off the Bring TV here, bringing you another video. So there's been some questions on my videos, what size ups and new crossovers I use, how I made my player's face, how I got the tattoos the way they are. So I wanted to create a video that has everything in one. So this is going to be a detailed look into my player. I'm going to go over how I did the face, the tattoos, the new size ups I'm using, the new dunk packages I'm using in terms of their organization and which ones I selected, which behind the back, all of that good stuff. So stick with me with this and you'll get to see exactly how I shaped my player and made him into the beast that he is. Okay, so what I did with the head, because I really don't like the face scan, I think it looks funky and doesn't really fit in the game as well. So, and I'm likely going to do it in 2K16, I just shaped my face. So what I did was I started with the head preset 7, and now I'm going to go through each one of these so you guys could pause it so you could see what I did for each selection to sculpt the face. You could pause it, copy it at each one of the selections. This way you could do it exactly the way I have it. I'm going to go through these quick so the video is not too long. Again, very simple, just pause it in each selection, maybe even write it down if you want, or if you have your computer or iPad by the game, you can just go through each selection. Should be pretty easy. I tweaked this stuff for quite a while, you know, to get him the way I wanted him to look, and this was, I guess, the best I could get him to look. Hopefully there are more options or maybe a more intuitive UI in terms of editing the face in 2K16. So while we're discussing my player, let's go over to the tattoos so you can see which ones I'm using. On my left neck, I'm actually using a letter. I'm using a K calligraphy because it actually looks like an R. So I went with the K. I thought it looked cooler anyway. On my left shoulder, I went with the spider web. And on the right shoulder, I went with the cards, as you could see there. Towards the bottom right here, I went with the cards. On my right bicep, I went with the, I guess it's kind of like a Day of the Dead tattoo, or just a skull with the roses and the paint right there. And on my right forearm, I went with the clock and the floral design as well. And my game just froze, so I can't go to it. Pretty easy to find. So some of you that have been around the channel for a while, you probably already know this, but I accidentally put one in rebounder. And I keep one less in inside scorer and defender for boosts, and I do that now because I didn't know that you could boost up to 99 unless I would have did it for all the ones that are capped. So it's actually not that big of an issue that I put one in rebounder accidentally. But however, I might just cap those all out. I don't know. I'm a little lacking on the VC because I've been spending them in my team. I'm going to be releasing my team videos starting in 2K16. Also, some of you new guys to the channel, my jump shot is release 6 with the quick release setting. The free throw I'm using is free throw 35. The dunks, there's been some changes to the dunks, and I really like the way this is, the synergy with this setup. However, I might change out the under the basket athletic flushes. I just have it in there as a filler at the moment because I'm toying with the 15th one. I might not even use a 15th dunk package, and I'll explain why in just a bit. But at the moment, I'm using the athletic flushes, the quick drops, which I might swap out for another off one. The side arm tomahawks, straight arm tomahawks, cock back tomahawks, under athletic tomahawks off one, and the athletic front tomahawks. Leaning slams, which I might swap off for another one as well. However, when you get caught in a contact dunk with the leaning slam, it's one of the sickest animations in the game, and you'll see that in my next gameplay video. Ridiculous. Wait till you see the next one. Oh my goodness. Anyway, quick drop, back scratches. You know I'm a big fan of this one, so I kept this one in. I took off the back scratcher off one from the last video because it was proccing too many times. I still love it, it's just it goes off too much. It doesn't give any of the other animations a chance to shine. One hand clutch reverse off one, clutch reverse is off two. Baseline reverse off 2. Wait till you see me pull this off in the next game. Windmills off 1 and leaning windmills. I think that's it. I don't really mess with the historic Jordan. Doesn't really go off that much, and when it does, it looks kind of corny in my opinion. A lot of you guys might hate me for that, but that's just my opinion. Layup. Last video I have the Jordan layup package because I was just checking it out to see how it was in game. I still think I prefer James Harden package the most. Pre-game, you guys don't care about that stuff. Over to signature styles. I'm using Kobe Bryant's fadeaway. There's a good reason why I'm using this, and I'll show you on the court in just a minute, but with the quick release timing, because release 6 is quite quick, that means the fadeaway release timing is going to be quick as well, and Kobe Bryant's fadeaway selection allows it to slow down a little bit, me to grasp them in the fadeaway animation and make sure I try to get as close to a perfect release as possible. I'll show you on the court. Contested, I'm using normal. My dribble pull-up, and I stand by this one, I use Elite 12. A big reason is because of those extra few steps he takes right there. However, I do like Elite 3 and 4 and a couple of the ones in the beginning of Elite, but Elite 12 seems to be my favorite because you could do more with it. You could take a closer dribble pull-up and then go into an up and under from the dribble pull-up if you want to. Stiff for the spin jumper, I'll show you on the court. Normal 6 is the hop jumper. Post fade, fade 2. Which I really like, and I'll show you the fade. Hook 2 is the post hook, not that I use that any often. Post hop shot 10, shimmy shot 1, protect jumper 1, and I use the upright dribble posture. I think it has the nicest flow to it when I'm trying to use my ISOs. And what you've guys been waiting for, the new sham guard I found, crossover 18. And there's another reason why I use this crossover now besides the fact that I like the sham guard a little better. The ISO behind the back I'm using is 5. That'll never change. Spin jumper is number 7. Hesitation is number 2. And the new size up, which I'll probably change because I've been using it quite a bit, but I do love it. Signature size up 62. Really easy to go into a crossover from it. Now, let me explain to you why I selected some of this stuff. Let's start with the new crossover. Now, the new sham guard, like I told you in one of my tutorial videos, if you hold down the right trigger, you can go right into a crossover from it. Right there, you saw the clutch reverse off 2, which I might swap out of because that's another one that procs too much. I really like the leaning windmill, and he doesn't do it enough. Anyway, but also with the crossover selection, it seems to affect the right to left dribble. And look at that flow when I go right to left. I thought it was in my head, but it doesn't seem to be. Really easy to get into the crossover from it, and it has a really nice flow. And there's the size up. Now, why do I use this size up, or why do I like it so much? Big reason is because it's so easy to go right into that crossover right there and burn your defender. Under the legs, right into the crossover, up for a stuff or a layup. Really, really nice. And it throws a behind the back in on the end of it. So if you let it play out, you can drive that way, or I accidentally went into the crossover from holding turbo. But you go to your size up, you got your defender there, you want to use that behind the back move to burn your defender. Believe it or not, it works quite a bit. Or you could turn it into another behind the back. You could just wait till it goes and then cross over that way, stuff it down. The fadeaway, like I was telling you guys, look, it gives a little more of a delay to the fader. See, now I can make sure I'm in the animation and get that perfect release or close to it. And, by the way, guys, if this is a little redundant because you've been a subscriber to the channel, then I apologize. But there's a lot of people that have been asking about this stuff, so I am going over some things I have gone over already in the tutorial series. Dribble pull-up 12. You could stop and take a jump shot, or if you're close enough, do your up and under. Behind the back, I'll never change because of that animation. It's the only one that has that, and I don't know if this has something to do with it, but I like that stop. When you're going left, stop, hard stop, right to left, crossover, Euro step, whatever. The reason I use the turnaround stiff is because it almost turns into a regular jump shot when you do it, and I like that much more. Looks much cleaner to me than another fade option. And I have been using this fade again since they fixed it since the patch, and it's really nice. You will get that step back move with the hop jumper that I selected for you guys, that I use, and it's the cleanest one in my opinion. It gives a nice bounce off the back step there, gives a nice bounce, but not too much like some of the other ones, and it's butter. Love it. The spin move I use, as you guys know, well, most of you guys know, it's because of that. If you do semicircle around towards the ball hand, you can turn it into a nice crossover, go up off one just like that, and look like a pro. So that's about it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I really hope it helped answer a lot of questions as to how I built my player and how I am such a beast. No, I'm just joking. But if you guys want to build them like this, or you want to come up with some other variations using this, let me know what you've come up with and what you've tested and you think might be better. Through trial and error, I really am feeling the way I put my guy together, and I'll likely be looking for similar ISO or signature skill packages going into 2K16. Also, if you guys haven't heard, 2K16's My Career might feature high school and college ball. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate the love and support, and I'll catch you all in the next one. But before I say peace, I keep forgetting stuff. I want to let you know that I try to keep to a schedule of releasing a game video every other day. I want to go back to releasing them every day. It's just that YouTube doesn't make me enough money yet where I could quit my job. So I do have a job, but I will be going back to gameplay or something else with tech or whatever the case is to every day. This way to give you guys some videos. However, I think at least one video every other day is enough content for you. If I don't get the gameplay video up today, I will definitely get it up tomorrow for you guys, so you don't have to skip a day or wait another day. Okay, and now that that's said, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!